away from me. I don't like that. I don't like waking up when the sun is out. Good day, sir. Good day. I do not like waking up when the sun is out. That is crazy. I need to be up when it's still dark outside. I don't know what was going on with that. I said, listen, if I don't start getting myself in the bed, I forgot I had that lavender stuff, so I started using it. And it works. I'll be on and sleep. And do. Because good morning, everybody. I need to wake up refreshed. And that lavender cream that lady sent, I think I've almost had it 3 years now. And I'll be eking it out. I'm barely getting down to the bottom of it. I used a thumbnail, no more than a quarter size. I very rarely used it, but it works. And I'll be knocked out. And dreaming and talking in my sleep. Good morning, everybody. Can y'all hear me? Because I turned this down. I said, Circa, you are loud. And this was turned down, and I'm still loud. That's how you know he made me for this job. I don't need no microphone. I do not need a microphone. That's church for you. Having to talk and say stuff over and over loudly. Because the mothers always want to sit in the back of the church. Girl, you know you need your hearing aid. Get to the third row. What'd she say? Lady, I'm trying to hear what the pastor got to say. I need you to not sit back here no more. They need to have an old lady and old man section because I'm not about to narrate this whole sermon to you. Please and thank you. And then they try to say you need to pay attention in the service. Thank you. You want me to pay attention in the service, and you've been asking me what this man been saying every other 2 words? How was I supposed to do that, sister? Tell me. You was rattling your paper, getting your snacks out of your purse. You hear me? Why, Henry? Is you trying to take care of him? You got some child support you want to give out, or you want to buy him some shoes? I would need the last 4 of your social security number before you start asking me questions like that. You must be trying to pay some rent or something. I thought that's what you said. That's what I heard you say. When you start asking about what my uterus did or is doing. And I don't know you from a can of paint. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Punky. We be asking the wrong questions in life. Good morning, everybody. I'm just saying. Right? Good morning, everybody. Yeah. I just don't be understanding sometimes. All right, so we're gonna go to a classic today. We only 5 minutes in. My goodness. Um, we gonna go to about 5 minutes, another 5 minutes, and then you just gonna need your regular Bible Gateway or your Bible today for right now. I'm gonna say, right, and it ain't gonna be nothing you ain't heard before, but I think it's gonna be interesting to look at it in a different way. Good morning, everybody. I don't know if I want to open these buns or not. We're gonna see here in a minute. How did y'all sleep? I slept really well, and so I'm very relaxed. I am not a type today. I'm still, whatever, but I got some good sleep, except for I don't know, this shoulder. But I think I just been holding my phone too much or something, or propped up on it too much. You know how well, I don't know about y'all, but I prop up on my elbow, and I know that causes a lot of hip and shoulder pain. So I've been doing that to myself, but whatever. Mm-hmm. Y'all got y'all coffee and stuff, because I already made mine. I don't got to go nowhere. Y'all used to me taking 2-3 minutes, and I don't got to today. Yeah. I ate some of them potatoes with that bacon and went right to sleep. I told y'all I was. You making coffee now? Yep. Gotta get that morning cup of Joe. At least this is my second one, actually. Yeah. Y'all. Yeah. Oh, you trying to stop coffee? Good job. I mean, I do a mix. I do a mix. I do a mix. Not yet, but it don't take me no time to get it going. Listen, I got that cured, baby. I'm making it as we go. Cause I noticed when I make only cause I was really the only one drinking it. If I made a pot of coffee, it would go bad. But if I make it cup by cup, I drink it. But when I was making pots, I didn't even I didn't even make it through it. I would get busy, forget about it. You had some tea out of your garden. Okay, come on through then. That part. Listen, all of it. I got the concentrated brew that you add water to. Interesting. I don't know that I've ever seen it. Thank you. I appreciate you. On my second cup now, yeah. Good morning over here. How y'all doing? Y'all, pretty cool. You're making time to. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, you know what? Um, I don't know. I'm excited. I want to tell everybody thank you that participated in yesterday's class, both of them. And everybody all right? Y'all done already put your band-aids on and stuff? Hopefully you already got down in that wax stuff. I told y'all this is like the movie Wanted. In some ways, not to the T. Right? It is. And so you get beat up on it, and I throw y'all in that little thing they put them in. Y'all remember with the what was that they put them in? Paraffin, some kind of paraffin wax and water. Hey, that's what y'all get when y'all go to sleep. You said changing chairs now. Hilarious. Listen. Uh-oh. Auntie, you about to cut up today? Is you moving to the back or the front, Auntie? I gotta know where you plan on sitting first. Good morning. I'm gonna have to look. I mean, I use instant coffee. I just use the Keurig to heat my water. I don't even put that Keurig thing in there. I use instant coffee. I don't brew anything. Uh-uh. We'll be here all day if I had to go do that. Straight to the back of the class. Okay, you have to be on some book today. I see. Auntie said she going to the okay. So then look what Auntie said she is going to the back of the class. What that mean? Auntie about to be on some Lord Jesus. Yes, I drink instant coffee. I have to. I be needing it right now. Today I ain't got time. I'm about to hit the Keurig with the hot water, put my cup under there. I got a tablespoon thing that sits there. I mean, I rinse it out and put it back. But I one full tablespoon, boom, and I'm good. It's gonna measure out every time. It's gonna measure out every single time. Yeah, I've had people like, cause whenever like workmen type people come, if they had to do stuff at my house, I ain't gonna be rude, especially if it's cold outside. Do you want some coffee, sir? I'll bring it out here. You don't have to come in here, but would you like a cup of coffee? And I kept like the plastic cups. I tried to treat people how I would want to be treated if I had to be in a situation all the time. The people at, the office, the ladies at the front desk where my kids went to school, their daycare teachers. I try to take care of those people because you have to think about like you never know when you're gonna be in a situation. You might have to be working outside or working in a hot, in the cold or the heat or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it could be raining, they still gotta come out there and do whatever they gotta do. Check your meter or whatever. Like it's okay, Folgers. Folgers. I start drinking coffee with old people, and Maxwell House give me a headache and it tear up my stomach, so I can't drink that. But Folgers, medium or like medium dark roast, baby, I was on that dark roast for a minute, but I had to stop. It was crazy for a while. When I had them kids, it was dark roast. Now it's like medium. I can mess with Taster's Choice, but it have a different taste to me. Folgers is my favorite. That's what I drink. Folgers medium. Sometimes I get medium dark. And then if my stomach is getting torn up, I get they sensitive, the green one or whatever. Yes. It be hardy in the morning when you need to get up and let's go. Get your stuff. I'm not gonna tell you again, hurry up, get downstairs. The food is ready. No, stop it. Get your stuff together so you can get ready to get out the door. Either to get on the bus or get in the car. What we doing? You a Dunkel Hazelnut girl, got it. Listen, Dunkin' tears my stomach. I got some in there now. That and International House. Mm-mm. I don't mess with what's the name either. What is it? Starbucks. I don't know how y'all drink that and don't listen. I can drink hazelnut coffee. I just can't drink Dunkin's hazelnut. I can't drink their because their creamer is like it's like real cream in there. It's real cream. Anything with real cream in it, not in my coffee. Not if you want to see me for the rest of the day. Mm-mm. Ooh. Mm-mm. I do not need a rumbly stomach early in the morning. That is not gonna make my day happy. It's gonna do the opposite of that. Exactly. No, that's not funny to me. I don't want no parts of that. No, I don't even mess with stuff to tear my stomach up like that. Y'all have to have iron stomachs for real. Y'all have to. Cause, mm-mm. Let me ask you a question. Who learned something yesterday? Excuse me. Mm-mm. Anybody learn something yesterday? You learn something about yourself. You learn something about your life. Did y'all do some journaling last evening? We talk about the ugly stuff, but it make your life better. We talk about the ugly, but it make your life better. It do. You know? Isn't it crazy how information can change your life? Simple things can make everything make sense. I think that some people miss it because they look for the grandeur and everything, but sometimes the simplest things, baby, they will unlock a whole lot of things for you. Thank you. It forced me to understand why I'm so protective of my son. Yeah. 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 So where it's probably already down somewhere here. Nope. Is it in my room? Or behind that speaker? One of the two. Look at me being lazy. So, oh, no. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, good job. Look at me being lazy because I don't want to get up. And don't. Now, this is going to be a dangerous feat, but we just going to do this one. It's easier. I don't feel like it. Okay. Anybody ever seen these 3 books before? Anybody? If you've been here, just put your hand up. You're welcome. Okay. So to what you said, Miss Lauren said, with the whole thing with the Lee Daniels movie, Deliverance. Okay. Deliverance. How early do you remember us talking about the demonic world when you got here? You from Gary? Okay. You watching it now? Right away. Thank you. From the beginning, you remember us talking about demonic oppression, demonic possession. Y'all remember? Out the gate, from the beginning, we talked about it. Okay. Okay. No, it's good. Oh, baby, them spirits is everywhere. Don't worry about it. Early on. Okay. 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 So, we talked about demon manifestation. We talked about who the evil spirits are. We talked about them being able to give people abilities. Did we not talk about that? Yes. This is making the hair on my body stand up. Okay, just do it, CERCA. Here we go. What was the mom's problem in the movie? And the grandma's problem in the movie? And of course it's a movie, but What were some of the issues that those children were facing? Tell me. Let's name them. Alcohol, abuse, anger. Not yet. Hold on. The, well, I don't know that they did that. Poverty. Poverty. The kids was a little. They had to deal with bitterness. They did because mom and grandma was both bitter. And I know this is movie, but let's just look into it, okay? They didn't have enough money. Rejection because dad left and was kind of gone and just kind of left them to do whatever. And then they had to deal with the lady that was oppressing them. Okay, so we'll say that's about 10. No, I know, honey. I know. I know. I saw the story in 15. I was in Indy at the time. It was on the news, and I read the article about it. I know. I gotta tell you, I know. I didn't just. It's one of the things that I told people. We watched the documentary a couple years ago, Demon House. It was one of the assignments. I said, y'all don't believe me, but how did we lead into ministry with children? Who remembers in the beginning when we were still doing Zooms? Who remembers how we led in a ministry with the kids? It's okay. You good, Punky. We had them draw what? What do we have the kids draw? Their dreams and monsters, and had them show us what they saw in the houses, right? Or tell mommy and daddy where you feel scared, right? Is these the questions we was asking some of the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-year-olds in the house? Did they draw pictures for y'all? Raise your hand if your teen or child let you know, yeah, I be feeling scared right here, or I be seeing stuff in my closet or in my room. Tell me, just raise your hand if it was your grandbabies, whoever, raise your hand for me. Okay. So they drew pictures or they told you where they feel scared. Your son would just point. Okay. Okay. Now, it's not like we haven't seen possessed children before, but this is something that hits closer to home because it actually happened in a decade that we've all been alive for. Right? Right? Okay. These babies are still living and everything. Okay. So when I came on here and I was talking to people about being careful about guarding your children and praying over your baby's bed at night and all of these different things, this is why I was telling you that. Remember I said one of them passed? Okay. Well, that's been since I've known about it. I didn't know. Okay. So with that, my son had to get deliverance twice. First in my home, it left and came back. Then in the church. Okay. In real life. Because these are the things that we don't, and it's so crazy that you said that, and it's kind of going to go along with what we're talking about today in the regular Bible. So with that, I was a kid that saw stuff. I was a kid, I told y'all about all the different spiritual experiences, and I couldn't explain them to nobody else because nobody else around me was having them. But even when I tried to explain them, people thought I was over exaggerating or making up something, and I'm like, okay, I can tell you what I see. And I started drawing it in my artwork. The little books and pictures, stories we had to come up with, they was always dark. because I drew what I saw when I was in my sleep or in my room at night. You hear me? So the fact that now there is this movie where you all can see spirits can make people walk up the wall. They make people do things that are superhuman. Did we talk about that? Like people running into buses because they are on a certain substance and they can run head on into a moving bus and get up and walk away. And nobody believed the mom until he did. Who remembers me telling y'all about the little kids that used to be like, TT, Mom? Mom, TT? Mom, where is we going, kid? Mom, TT? Well, take your mama. No, Mom, TT. They'll grab my hand, 2 years old. Ooh, I'm scared. First of all, child, this is my first time meeting you. I never met you before. How do you know to take me to where you feel scared at? And point out every toy that makes you scared. This is your first time ever meeting me. This happens a lot. Can I tell you about when I feel scared? It's about 50 people in this room. And out of all the people, you want to walk up to me and tell me about all of the scary things that's under your bed and in your closet and your parents don't believe you. I used to be like this, yes. It's a monster and he be in my brother's room and then he come in my room. It's a monster. He be under the bed and he be in the closet and he eyes that go like this. I said, you got some crayons? Yes. Go get them. Okay. You got some paper? Yes. They tell you what they see. And parents don't realize when the start to listen to your kids if they start telling you they scared, and then you start to feel that the energy is off in the house. You and your spouse arguing, or you and your other kids is into it. Like, you have to pay attention. And little kids, they call it like they see it. Unless you tell them it ain't what it is, and you try to, then you ain't gonna know what's going on in your house because you're too preoccupied to see it. And you've been told that ghosts don't exist and this and this and this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, when they start talking to the people that ain't there. Hold on now. Who is it? What's their name? What they be telling you to do? Because we don't have no imaginary friends. My 3-year-old keeps me alert. I always know to get the oil. I'm trying to tell you. I listen to my baby. Watch for kids jumping and being afraid of the dark. I'm trying to tell you, and that's where you put that oil at. Oh no, you got to go. Oh no, I knew when my kids start having nightmares. Or they, like you said, they jumping, running down the hallway, don't want to go to the bathroom. What is you doing? You, let me go through this house. Okay, but did that open y'all eyes? Sleepwalking, all of it. All of it. Waking up in a different place. I'm trying to tell you, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. And people do not pray over their houses before they move in them. I don't care if you own it or just renting it. Baby, I'm not moving nothing. A bag, a roll of toilet paper, nothing. I'm about to open all these windows and all these doors until whatever was here before I got here, you can't stay here. This place is not for you. I know it's been your residency for a long time. and I'm hitting every door frame across the bottom of the thing. I'm hitting every side of the window. Boom, boom, boom. I'm touching all the windows, all the doors, and hitting the outside. Listen, I don't got time for that. Listen, I do not have no time for that. I've been doing that since I moved out on my, but I always saw my mom do it. The part when she said because she doubted it, God and the spirit. Yeah. Listen. Listen. You research the history of a home? Okay. Well, listen, some history ain't reported. Because they don't want nobody to think they crazy, so they ain't going to tell nobody. No. I'm always going to anoint my house. You'll not have my key. Listen. Okay, let's talk about it. Y'all ready? We've been on here 31 minutes. Let me run to the restroom real quick so we can just go on and get into it. Get your Bible Gateway, however you do that, on your phone or whatever. We're going to be, I believe, in the NIV version. I ain't telling y'all where just yet. Really? I watched that too, Jen. My dog is an alarm. He lets me know I do that to my house, but now. Listen. Y'all, this the thing, right? God gave us power, but we don't use it. Do you understand why understanding the scripture? Okay, even what we talked about yesterday, how it started. One question led us down so many different paths yesterday, right? It helped a lot of different people understand so many different things. One question. So if God says, my people are going to perish for the lack of knowledge, and now you are getting information that helps you understand the last 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years of your life, so then you don't have to worry about wearing that weight no more. You can understand it and boom, that's gone. You hear me? It's a real thing that I don't want to hear it. 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 Has caused us to not, because God is always going to give you the answers and always going to give you the information. But if you are not open to hearing it, He is not going to force it down your ears. He'll keep bringing it to you because He wants you to understand. You ask a question here and He allows it to be answered in whatever way that He chooses. It could be a stranger, it could be class, it could be whatever. You hearing a conversation or just having a conversation with another human being that you don't know and they're saying something, you're like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. You hear me? It's a real thing. These are real life lessons, thank you, that we are learning here. But you have to make the choice to close the doors to certain things. Remember we did the doorway, entryway, how spirits get in? Y'all remember that class? How we went through that? And then we didn't had a couple of them about how they multiply. But we talked about the doorway, remember? And then we talked about the doors that were opened when you were new to this world. We talked about childhood trauma and how there are certain things that are sown into your life, right? And they have time to grow, right? We talked about that. We did our life in the box. Who got their notes? Anybody? Y'all probably don't know where they at. Who got the notes? hopefully when I be doing the diagrams, y'all be doing them too if you can. Somebody, remember when we did the garden box? Y'all remember? And we was putting stuff in there, and we were saying that what we look at as a barrier is God branching off our little area and protecting what we about to grow in the inside of this little garden box we got. But we talked about how he had to go in there and take out all of the things that would cause the roots not to grow. You remember? He had to go in and take out all the paper, all the cans, all the plastic wrap, all of the things, and till the soil, right? Get all of that stuff out that had been put there. Maybe it's been there for 30 years because somebody else didn't do whatever and they bulldozed it and now it's what over here. But God said if you can grow something, you can have this area. But you got to clean it up. You can't just start planting there. You have to at least open up that first two layers of soil to see what's down in there. If that dirt has been compacted there for a long time and people been throwing trash and all kind of crazy stuff over there. Don't you have to clear the mess first? Crazy. Excuse me. Do you? You got to make rows and holes and plan for what it is that you are going to plant there. So what if you do the work to get your garden box at the co-op garden or whatever, the community garden? What if you do all the work, you clean your box, you get your holes prepped for whatever it is that you are going to grow, you do your holes, right? And you say, okay, you cover it with some kind of plastic or something to keep the dirt, moist for what you're going to plant in it tomorrow so it can be fertile. You put whatever you need in there. But you've got the little hole puncher thing, or did it with your finger, whatever. You got all your sections set up and everything, got your string up there. What would you do if you came back in the morning and someone had already put their seeds in all of those holes and put up what they were going to plant, even though you did all of the work to toil and to get all of that out of there and to do the work to get the soil where needed? How would you feel? You said hot, angry, upset. You said you would water it. I would be upset too. You would be upset. I would be upset. I would not be happy at all. I would be mad. Oh, good job. Good job, good job, good job. Good job, Dad. Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Great. Just want to see something real quick. Hold on. Let me see. What is it now? Good morning, Dad. Yeah, so your kids, they act like you. You sowed a seed into a mother's womb and said, yeah, I want this kid to look like such and act like such, and these are going to be their accomplishments, and sada, 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 sada. And then you could get in to finish sowing all the seeds into Adam and Eve, Lucifer came and sowed a seed of disobedience and sin and disobeying God and unaliving and sickness and disease and everything else that grew up in us. But you did all the work. It made you a little angry and wroth with him. Really? Because you did all the work to think of this whole world. And how dare somebody come in after you have sown and tilled the ground and all of these things and formed us and try to lay seeds in our spirits that are actually weeds that plan to choke out every single thing that you plan to grow and produce in our lives. Isn't that interesting? He snuck in while you was on. I know. That's crazy. How do we know? Because people will unalive people, and people say, I never would have thought. They are the nicest person I have ever met. I never would have thought they would have did that. Right. Because that other seed, it grows up. Yeah, right. That's why we need to renew another mind. Got it. It's like pruning. Making sure ain't nothing growing up in there. Don't even give it a chance to grow. Got it. Okay. All right, I just want to say thank you. All right, because we need to understand. All right, have great eternity. Might call you back later. Okay. Y'all got that? Y'all got it? Did you pick that up? There are seeds that were sown in just because of who you came out of. Before you can even figure out who you are, what you like to be, you might have someone telling you who you are, even though it goes against, like I said, my mama wanted me to be a doctor, my daddy wanted me to be a lawyer, and I didn't want to be either. That is not what I felt in my heart, because both of them was for money. Not knocking nobody that you do, but I didn't want to do that. I don't want nobody life in my hands as far as no like blood or nothing. And then I'm not going to defend you, and I know you're wrong. So then I'm not going to be really good at this. I'm not even going to waste my time and go through that. I'm going to figure out what it is that I'm supposed to do, and that's it. And they didn't agree. You could have did this. I could have. But that wouldn't have made me happy. It would have made y'all happy. I can't do that. Sorry. This life that I live is not about making y'all happy. It's about making me happy and understanding. You gave me my life, but you didn't give me my life. You gave me my life, but you didn't give me my purpose. And parents have to understand that you gave them life. They came through you, but you didn't give them that purpose. God gave them that. And you need to ask them, well, what do you love to do? What do you like? Tell them what they're good at, but that might not be something that they want to make their whole career for the rest of their life. The children. You can't tell me you like the same stuff you did when you was young. I know you don't. You can't. Trees go through different stages. Plants go through different stages. People go through different stages. It is not, but hopefully it don't look the same in 20 years. Even if you get an elephant ear plant, it shouldn't look like it did the first year on the 15th and the 20th year you done planted it outside. It should look like a tree right now. Right? Those tropical elephant ear plants. It should look like a tree by the 20th year. It should not still be in the same pot, in the same size that it was when you first got it 15 years ago. If you plant trees or seedlings or whatever it is now, in 10 years, them oak trees that you planted in your backyard should not still look the same. Your bushes that you plant, all of that, it should all look different. So then why are you still showing and acting like, unless you keeping it in that situation, you don't want it to grow? Because whatever you plant, it's a seed in there. Which is going exactly to where we going today. That's where we going. That's where we at. Mark 4. NIV, please. On Bible Gateway. That's where we're going. Y'all ready? Mm-hmm. It's a seed, isn't it? It is. You hear me? It is. It's a seed. All right, let's bust it real quick. Come on. Again, Jesus began to teach by the lake. The crowd that gathered around him, around him was so large that he got into a boat and sat in it out on the lake, while all the people were along the shore at the water's edge. He taught them many things by parables, and in his teaching said, "Listen, a farmer went out to sow his seed. As he was scattering the seed, some fell along the path, and the birds came and ate it up." Can y'all get a pen and paper, please? If you can write down. If you at work and can't, I understand. If you can write this, I need you to write this. What path did you go down? Right? That the seeds that God has sowed into your life, the promises that he sowed into your life, as soon as you heard what it was that God was going to do, there were people that came and tried to snatch it out of your hand, whether it be by telling you this cannot happen. It ain't gonna happen for you. Why would God do that for you? You a big dreamer. You need to live in reality. What ideas did God give you? What did God show you in a dream that as soon as he sowed that word into your spirit, it was somebody to come to and knock it out? Maybe you used to be loving and kind, and somebody hurt you bad, and now you just, and that could have happened when you was a little kid. Maybe God gave you understanding, and you got tired of being called crazy, so you really stopped researching or stopped talking about it, because you didn't want to feel, even though you saw differently from everybody else. What gifts has God given you that you have smothered because other people thought they were weird? but it's actually what makes you eccentric and different. You said that hit you. You used to be real kind and caring. Who sowed the seeds or took, I'm gonna say, who sowed seeds of doubt? Because if God speaks something into your life and you can feel it, and somebody tell you whatever they tell you, because as soon as God sowed the seed, right, somebody came and took it. You said past lovers. You hear me? You said I was just thinking this to myself recently. Message received, Dad. Because all the hair is standing up on my legs and on my arms. I would see places in conversation as a child and family would say you were not there. Interesting. Your family members, my children. Okay. So I want to ask you a question. Do you believe their words over God's words, what He spoke to you, that you would be able to do? Does it still mess with you when they say? So have you attempted to do? Have you attempted to do what they said you couldn't do? Ooh, that hit me right in my throat just because something I had a dream and I let my husband kill that dream. Uh-oh. Okay. So do me a favor. I'm gonna run to the restroom. And while I do, I need for y'all to think about, no, I haven't, but unfortunately he gave me another purpose using the same gift. I'm attempting that. Okay. So what I want y'all to do for me, okay, is right. I need y'all to write down something, okay, that the devil has spoke doubt in your life about, like something God told you, something that God told you, or something that you believe in your heart that God is a gift or whatever, right? I need you to write that down. And then I need you to ask God to rebuke the doubt that was sown into your heart about it. Okay? Y'all got it? Whatever that thing is, you don't have to type it here. I want you to type it in your space or put it in your notes. Whatever something somebody so, like if God gave you a dream or He gave you or whatever, I don't know what it is. Ask God to rebuke the doubt that was sown into your heart, to prune that seed of doubt. Prune that seed of doubt. Prune the seed of doubt. Prune it out. Cut it out. Get it out. I'll be right back. y'all. Sorry, I told y'all I'm getting my water intake up, so I'm gonna have more bathroom breaks. It is what a TI is. Is y'all weather changing? It's supposed to get, it was like freaking 50 degrees. I woke up, it was freezing in my room. I said, this crazy. We can't be doing this crazy stuff right here, honey. We gonna need to have a little bit of heat or something. I like it though. I'm happy about this. Hey. Turn the heat on for just a little bit. Yeah. Woo. Okay. Y'all make y'all little list. It's cold today, my bones. Listen, I got up and jumped. Listen, I ran the hottest bath I could. But I got that heater, honey, and that blow dryer. I got to warm these bones up before I get up. So I lay there for 5 minutes and turn that blow dryer on and put it under the cover. It feels good, though. I'm excited about the fall. I am. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I like the fall time. It's great. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, I'm cold. It's cold in here. My heat is on 72. I mean, my air is on 70. I still got the air on. My air is on 72. It was on 68. I had to get up and turn it on 72 because it was cold. But I got heaters in every space that I'm gonna be in. So, all right. So did y'all make y'all list of y'all few things? Do not type it here. This is your personal business. Yes. Okay. Good job. Let's move on. All right. It says some fell on rocky places where it did not have much soil. It sprang up quickly because the soil was shallow. Go through your memory and remember your memory and remember a rocky time in your life. I look at hitting licks, whatever type of lick that is, okay? This is that. We in Mark 4. You could just go back for the rest of it, Auntie. So with that, because we only on the second part of it, we in Mark 4, NIV. Okay? So list the rocky times. And what I mean by that is you came up quick, you might have did something you really don't, probably shouldn't have did. And it solved the problem, right? But instantly you was in a worse situation. Y'all got it? So you could have been in between a rock and a hard place. You took the easy route out, but it ended up being hell for you and bringing more trouble. Okay? On you, then you got it? I'm going to let y'all have a minute. You having surgery today, you said? You said need my super strong neck brace. Let me mop the words off my ceiling. Uh-oh, auntie. Uh-oh. Oh, because of me. Oh, you said, oh, okay. I'm like, wait a minute, what? Okay, got it. Y'all need a few more minutes, or y'all need a few more minutes? Thank you. Huh? He said, nope, I'm done. Big time. Auntie, did you even write it down? Scribbling on the paper because you don't want to talk about it is not doing the assignment, Auntie. That's why you wanted to sit. Pass your paper up here so I can see it. Excuse me, y'all. I have to handle a student. Auntie, pass your paper to the front because scribbling across the top of it is not doing your homework because you don't want to talk about. That's why you sit in the back. You get on up here to the front line. You get on. Excuse me, Todd. I'm gonna need you to move, and you let Auntie Lucille come up here because I knew you was gonna be a problem when you put them three devil faces. It's move on up here. Bring your chair. Come on. She said, "I'm big done. I won't be talking about any of this. As a matter of fact." She gonna get the tent. She done got moved to the front of the class, scribbling on her paper, talking about she did it. And you done already. Now, look, they said, Auntie, we with you. Me and my bad instigator voice. Ooh, yeah, come on. Come on, Auntie. She said, she up here now. I can watch you and make sure you're writing down the answers to the questions that I am asking you. She said, I'm big done. I'm done. You cannot scribble on the top of that paper. You said, do I have to? It's already written in my mind. You know what? You want to sit next to Auntie Lauren? You know what's happening? I know what's coming up. You guys are ready for fall break, but we already had a teachers meeting week. What did you all do with the time that you were out of class? Tell me. That was your time to rest because testing has come up and we're getting ready. Yeah. Yeah, I see what's going on here. You said I'm gone. Y'all got a few more weeks before fall break, so you better come on in and get this in. Now, did you write down your Rocky times? Come in my corner. I got plenty of room. You know what, Auntie? I knew it when she said she was going to the back of the class. Oh, I should have known y'all was going to cut up today. I should have known it. All right. What's the definition of shallow? Tell me. You got some chocolate, Auntie. Oh, she said you got some chocolate, Auntie. Oh, you in the corner too. What's the definition of shallow? Please tell me. Lacking depth and not deep. Interesting. What happens if you jump into the shallow end of a pool from a high distance? Or if you run and jump into the shallow end of the pool, what can happen? Superficial. Okay. Pain. You can break bones. You can drown. Injury or death. You gonna get hurt. A concussion. you get broken. You broke? You broke your head? You broke your back? You jumped in the pool and you broke your back because you didn't gauge how deep the water was? My mommy said paralysis. My mommy said we can't do that. You didn't know? Rock bottom. Ooh. Ooh. You seriously, you gotta do some voiceover. Listen, you hurt your head. Cause that's how they be talking. Good morning. Listen. So what happened when you was a shallow person? What happened when everything was about how you looked and how it looked instead of how it really was? How was your mental state when it was all about, oh, you was empty? Interesting. You were stressed out? Lacking? Okay. I tried to break everything in one, and I was whole. Uh-oh. You was lost. You really struggled. Let me put my helmet and my neck brace on. You was depressed. You was angry. You was unfulfilled, lost, unwelcome surprises. Okay. Y'all making the hair on your girl body stand up and on my legs. I need to go on and shave my legs and stuff because you had a disease in your mind. You was lonely. Wow. I thought God couldn't hear me. You felt fake, alone, unfulfilled, and without purpose, broken. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Discontent, hurt. I was never really at peace or happy. You was hurt, anxious. Ooh. Okay. Sad, not loved. Interesting. Heavy on the broken. Wow. Can I go to the nurse? Yes, you can, Pumpkin. Hold on, let me give you a because they checking IDs in the hallway. Here go your pass. You got 30 minutes before she needs to call me and let me know. Here you go. There go your pass. I was superficial and angry, unsatisfied with my life. The delusion was real. Wow. Wow. Hi, kid. We were asking when is there has there ever been a time in your life where you got your surgery date? Okay, did you text me? Don't put it on here. Text me. Okay, don't put it on here. Do you need to talk to me? Okay. Can you tell me about a time when you was living fake? When you wasn't being your true self? How did it make you feel, little girl? Because we talked about it. Did you feel angry, or what did you feel when you couldn't just say what you wanted to say and you had to be a certain way around a person? Yes, when I was with friends, with your last bestie. Oh, okay. You felt what? What is it that you felt? When you was superficial, hurt. Interesting. Interesting. Y'all see that? You definitely felt angry. Okay. So in the rocky times of your life, right? I felt stuck and disregarded and inauthentic, interested, unworthy to myself, unsecure to things. Ooh, really? Felt that way most of my life. With everyone, they wanted me to be who they wanted me to be. Uh-oh. You said you need a pass. Okay, Punky, here you go. Where are you going, though, first? You was lost and hopeless. Okay. Okay. This is an interesting class. I love it that we tell the truth about ourselves here. Where are you going? You was fake and bitter. Oh, wait. Okay, so can we talk about that? Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that? Can we talk about it? What you mean? Didn't I tell y'all happy people do not be wanting people to be miserable around them and mean and nasty? We just talking about when you lived, like you were shallow. How did it make you feel when you lived a shallow life? To the bathroom to throw up all the hate and disrespect. Uh-oh. You're welcome. You felt unfulfilled. Always offended at the truth. Phony and transparent. Look at my baby little plants growing up. Anxiety, worry, depressed, and empty. Interesting. Interesting. All right. So let's go. Here we go. But when the sun came up, the plants were scorched and they withered because they had no roots. How many things didn't last in your life? How about relationships? It could be friendships, it could be jobs, it could be marriages, it could be whatever. How many different situations started out right? Money. Okay. It started out super strong, super thick, whatever it was. And baby, by the time the sun came up on that situation, it had withered so quickly. Nothing lasted. Isn't it crazy how sowing and reaping applies to so many different things? My wife died after 26 years of real love. Listen. And you don't find it often. It's scary. Folks is in it to win it for themselves, honey. They are not in the... I had to realize that I soured so many things around me. Also, you was the weed. You was the weed that was growing up and choking out other people's stuff. Interesting. A round of applause because you understand that you was the weed choking out that. That's a real thing. Some people think they the plant and don't know they the weed. My marriage was rootless. I was in love and he was in need. I was his way. Girl, listen. Hallelujah. Anyhow. Never gonna let these Get me down. Bad attitude and prideful. Oh. Oh. Who realized you was the mean girl or the not so nice person? Y'all realize y'all ugly traits over here? Thank you, Christine. Y'all realize your ugly traits over here. Over here, you had to realize about, even though your outside might have been beautiful and your shape was comely, baby, them insides was nasty. You said, me, I was a hot mess. Oh, okay. Okay. So that big, beautiful plant that we saw, definitely me in high school in my early 20s. I was a real stank acting. Oh. 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 I was too nice and people pleasing. Okay. Listen. Listen. I'm still mean to my husband. He tells me what to do, so I hate it. He doesn't believe in God. Oh. You don't got to be drawing with love if you can't. But you don't got to talk to him about God all the time. Parables. Tell the stories like they a juicy story that you talk about your friends. Uh-oh, you said I'm still learning. I'm only 25. And this class humbles me, my everyday life for two. Come on, Sash. Come on, Titi Sasha, baby. Come on. You said what? You said you getting the knowledge that 50, 60, 70-year-olds didn't have. All my friends was old, girl. I'm trying to tell you, most of my friends was old enough to be my mama. And not because I was trying to be grown. I needed to understand, honey. I let the 90s money fall. Street life had me living in a bubble. Interesting. All mine are old too. Hey. I was the fighter and now I'm ashamed that my kids are now hearing the stories. Interesting. That's your cousin. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look at the cousin. I see what y'all saying. Not that y'all back here in the back of the barbecue whispers like, well, your auntie get on my nerves. She always got something to say to somebody. She old. She need to go over there and sit down somewhere. They call me the wisdom old soul. That part, I'm 38. I'm just learning to be who God created me to be. What hers is, I've been on them for years. Yeah, it's okay. Everything happened when it's supposed to. Look at the nieces that got to talk about. Get y'all auntie. Get her. I was the mean person and I had to reevaluate myself. People told me I was mean. Took a lot to remove that. Still working. Dad humbling me. Come on. I'm the plant being choked out. Valerie. I've been that one too, though. Passive aggressive. Okay. Listen. Ooh. Listen. That's one thing you gonna do over here is learn about yourself, baby. You ain't gonna keep getting away. You gonna have to deal with you, the ugliness of you. And that's the thing. Yeah. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, it's a real thing. People don't be wanting to deal with them. Don't worry about me. Have you dealt with you today? Have you dealt with your ugly today? I know that you see everyone else as ugly, but question, have you dealt with your ugly today? We have a prescription for that. It's called a mirror. We will need you to stand in front of the Word of God with the mirror and not judge yourself against me, but judge yourself against the Word of God and then look yourself in the face and lie to yourself that you line up. This is the first step in getting your life together and quitting worrying about mine. We got a solution for all of that here at WOIU. When you can see the ugliness in you, things will change. You hear me? Clean your own room. Right. You said you'll surely learn it here with the full body beat down. Yeah, when you can see the ugliness in you, things will change. It's easy to see the ugly in everybody else, but what about the ugly in you? You said right, because why is my grass dead? Because I'm busy watching yours. Oh! Too busy to water. You too busy trying to critique my yard, baby, and you got... Baby, listen. What I'm going to need you to do is worry about what you've been doing. Is you lining up on the line you supposed to be walking. Listen. On nonsense things. Come on. You said not the WOIU advertising. We going to help you. In real life. Had no choice to see the ugly in me since I've been here. Y'all gonna quit coming for WOIU. You know what? Cause it's September. We is starting a new year. A new semester. A new semester. Now wait a minute now. This is how we gonna wear this today. I am CERCA TROVA 22, the Dean of WOIU. We outside International University, the School of Wisdom and Knowledge. And it's university. Okay, we outside, which means we don't have to follow none of y'all rules. We have our own rules. Let me go ahead and show the new students the rulebook. Thanks, Angel. We need this. You'll want to take pictures of this and have this for yourself because you won't see it too often, but you'll need to, if these are the rules. We outside International University. This is not church. This is school. We do not read the Bible. Well, we do read the Bible, but we also, we do read the Bible. Oh, well, we study it. I get what she was saying. Okay. We study the Bible and other books. Your pastor tells you not to. Please use your manners to say please and thank you. Do not tell me what to do. Do not repeat yourself. I probably saw it the first time. Do not come in asking what we are talking about. Scroll up or just listen. Do not try to teach my class. If you know it, I'll go teach you on your own page. Get disrespectful. Get blocked where your family stay and learn. Grab a pen, notebook, and journal. You will love it here. This is where you can find us. There you go. That's where you can find us, okay? Cause listen. Fooling around with these folks. Fooling around with y'all, I got to put it out there, cause listen, I know y'all it'd be crazy. Excuse me. The school was established in February of 2022. We are now working on our third year of classes, and they have expanded. So there's that. Listen, your tuition is free. We will provide books for you. Not all of these. One said if you can't afford them. Yeah, it's your junior year. Look at y'all. Oh man, and you have so many areas of study. It's crazy. We have collegiate gear at nerdjunkshop.com, N3RD junkshop.com. You can get your hoodies and t-shirts, blankets, and the like. All of it. Listen, yeah, get your doctorates in 12 months. Hell, less than that with the hours we be doing. And I did see we got about 1,100 classes. I'm going to be a forever student at WIU. Listen, you thought I was too what? You thought I was too what? What you thought I was? A lot of people thought a lot of things. Oh, too much in your business. Oh! Raise your hand if you feel like CERCA's ever been in your business. I'm over here writing the rules on the walls again. Okay. Remember I told you people like me until I be in their business and then they don't want to talk to me no more, then they go away. It's funny when I be in other people's business until I come knocking on their door. Excuse me, it's your room next. I'm gonna need you to get everything in order in here so I can come in here and look around and see what's going on. You said she stay in my business. Oh, okay. You said thank you for being in my business. He be in my business. What y'all? You said CERCA is always in people's business. It is. Case number 175300A. Case number 147206. Case number AZ47632. Case number. It's working. I got my therapy pen and my notebook. You done got. Okay. Listen, this the thing. I told y'all, it's this is gonna be one of the hardest things that you ever had to do, but it'll be so worth it. It hurts and it works. Come on. Facts. It is working. That's why we not throwing tomatoes no more. Oh no! Baby, listen, y'all done growed up. Y'all done growed up big time. I keep trying to report you to the 1-800 Heavily helpline, but they always hang up. And do I got connects, girl? They sent me. They know what I am. They already knew how y'all was gonna be complaining. We set up a fake hotline for y'all to call. Don't worry about it. It's just all it is an answer machine. It's a real number. It's an answer machine, but ain't nobody ever gonna answer it. He sent me over here. I'm like Jason Moore. I might have forgot who I was and woke up in some places I wasn't supposed to be, but the training come back no matter where I is. Yeah, no matter where I wake up at, in the water, in a barn, on top of a thing, the training gonna come back. You hear me? It's gonna come back. They might have knocked the wind out of me Everything. When I can't handle the class, I excuse myself and do a rewatch because I be needing breaks in between. I'm trying to tell you. I didn't have that happen to me. Fishing with some good stink bait and we got hooked hard and did. Came over here with an attitude. I ain't gonna lie though. The ones that get me is the ones that other people sent them here to see if I was a real deal and they got hooked. And now that person probably ain't even here no more. How many of y'all did that happen to? That tells you all the business. I'll be like, how? Listen. Gonna be starting something. Listen, for real. He did. But I'm saying, some of y'all came as skeptics. And now you're students. That need to be our next shirt. WOIU. I came as a skeptic, been a student since. Yeah. You said you tore me up. Listen. You came as a skeptic and stayed as a student. That need to be the next shirt because most of y'all came as skeptics. You said, I want that shirt. Yep, because y'all came as skeptics at first. You did. And now you're a student for almost 3 years, 2 years, 18 months, 12 months, and 6 months. Look at you. It's a real thing. You know why? Because information changes your life. Information changes your life. The right information. The Bible talks about good counsel. Good counsel is not just going to tell you. Good counsel needs you to figure it out for yourself. 3 months? Well, hey. Did you hear me? Good counsel is not always going to tell you. This is why God gave people parables. Jesus gave people parables. They gave people parables because he needs you to understand for yourself. If I always just tell you what to think, you won't know how to problem solve if I'm not right there with you. You know, we were alive and everything. We is family now. Come on. And is. You know where we live. And do. Then seen your front porches and everything. And have. Thank you, Kristen. True, been here since the giant video. I was skeptical at first because I was skeptical about everybody on TikTok. I get it. Teach a man to fish. Come on. All of y'all was skeptical about everybody on TikTok. I stayed because you confirmed I was not crazy. Michael, yes, yesterday class was so good. I fell asleep journaling. Oh! Come on. I wanted to talk to y'all about it. Hey. This class has turned me into the best version of myself that I have ever been. Man, got the answers to the questions and chops at the same time. Listen, God moves in mysterious ways. Who would have thought a class of TikTok people? Who would have thought the class of TikTok people would be able to connect with so many people? Not on a negative level. Y'all get on here and we all get on here and tell our business. I would have never thought either. You hear me? But look at how God has changed not only our lives, our spouses' lives, our parents' lives. Some of y'all have shared what you've learned here with so many different people. I was mad and crying at yesterday's class. The Bible hits different now. I'm trying to tell you. I check in and out every now and then, but when I do, I get smacked. Uh-oh. My bro and I talked up to 12 a.m. about class. Interesting. I think a lot of people got some deliverance yesterday. I think people were set free from some different ways of thinking yesterday. Yep, you right, Miss Ida. Got me learning how to really look and see the gifts that God has given me. I see them now. I thought TikTok was stupid too, and now I'm on it every freaking day. Y'all see, my sister and my daughter came in here and said it. Listen, you're welcome. This is the God first. This is the thing, family. I feel closer to my internet family than my actual family. I know that's crazy, right? That is freaking crazy. You're learning character. Yeah, that kind of stuff make me all together happy. It do. Yeah, and just think we got our young nieces and nephews in here that get to learn from the our nieces and nephews that get to learn from our mistakes and the things that we went through so that they can take these pieces and know how the devil is going to come for them. Do y'all realize every time that y'all share, we got young folks in here, y'all know that. I'm so humbled and nothing now can disturb my peace. That part. Because, baby, I don't want no parts of it. Isn't that crazy, though, how God can change your life immediately? It didn't take a whole bunch of thousands of dollars for y'all to change y'all life. Y'all didn't have to make these big old declarations in front of a whole bunch of people. You just had to start looking at yourself a little piece every day. You know what y'all been doing every day that you come here? You renewed your mind. My baby is now 7 and she missed you too. Tell her I said, hey, Pumpkin. I'm happy. I can rewatch it on YouTube, but I love the lives. I don't like missing them. I get it. Free of charge. Classes taught me to think outside myself, care for other souls. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. And look at how calm everything can be. I just started to realize that I'm running late, but I'm running for sure. Hey, you all right? Listen, this is the thing. When you are your genuine self, you will always be like at ease. Does that make sense? Classes taught you to be more thankful. Yeah, this is the thing. God wants you to see life in so many different ways. And if you only say that life can be this way, then you blind yourself to the most amazing things that God can do for you. So then life does become mundane, and you be like, right? Being fake is too much work, baby. And that's why I won't do it. If you don't like me, I'm not about to be around you. If you weird, I'm not about to be around you. If I feel like I can't be myself because you trying to steal. Sorry, y'all. Um, Hold on. I want to say something real quick. Y'all seen this? I talk to y'all about this all the time. You mean to tell me you moved down to Atlanta in 2007 with your best friend? You unalive your best friend. You start getting her Social Security. They just found her body last year, in a burning bag, and they connected it with DNA. So you've been holding on to it for that amount of time. You took over 200,000 of her Social Security, and you filled out for Section 8, and got food stamps in her name, and you thought everything was gonna be good. What you thought the people of Atlanta was gonna do? It's enough going on down there. And then while all of this is going on, you ain't hit her family up. You was acting like everything was normal. Basically discounted yourself from your life, and then you gonna live as her? Huh? Let me ask you a question. What you was saying when you was going to that Social Security office and that food stamp office? Was you answering her name? Did your neighbors know you as your best friend? If y'all ain't familiar with the story, y'all need to go look at neighborhood. Who remembers me saying jealousy is cruel as the grave, and people, I don't want nobody to envy me or be jealous of me? Cause they be trying to steal and take your life. They be wanting to live your life for real, baby. Y'all, when I saw that, I said, oh, we talk about this all the time. Single white female vibes. Remember, I told you, I don't play that. Don't you say you jealous. Don't you say you envious. Don't start acting weird, baby, because I'm going to move away. I need you to be you and not me. How many times y'all heard me say that? That is, his name is the messenger. How many times y'all hear me say, I want you to be you and not me? Because when people want to be you, baby, they will take your life, honey, and try to live it. I told you I didn't have people come and tell me my stories, and then they realize they talking to me, and that's my story. You telling me, no, this is spooky. I gotta go. I gotta go, baby. No, no, no. That is a real thing. And I told y'all, be careful of people. You gotta be careful. I told y'all that kind of stuff be happening a lot. That's how your best friend end up with your dude. All that old weird stuff, baby. No. My daughter has a friend that wants her life real bad. I just told her she better pray and pay attention. I'm trying to tell you. They will help you ruin your life so they can go and live your life. They will start hanging with your friends. They will start trying to date the guys that you dated, date the women you date. Baby, I done seen it. I do not play that. You can have less than folks and they still be jealous. This is what I'm talking about. I'm trying to tell you. Someone told me that they are upset at me because I don't have to do a lot, but the type of men that they want to attract to them attract to me, and they do a whole lot. And this person used to tell me this all the time, like, you just plain, and they just like that. I don't know why they like that plainness, because this plainness genuine, honey. Ooh wee, they can see I'm genuine, and they know you fake. Don't be walking around with all that hate in your heart. You hear me? They know I'm genuine. They can trust their money around me. They know I'm not trying to live a life I can't afford myself. You trying to get somebody to pay for a life you can't even afford your own self. They can see the hunger in your eyes. They can see the thirst around the whites of your lips. Do you understand me? They know. Listen. This all I got. If you don't want this, you don't want nothing. Because I'm not doing not a damn extra. If this is not enough for you, whatever it is that I offer, I'm going to need you to go find less. Do better. Go find less. If this ain't enough for you, go find less. And I mean that when I say that, because I already know I'm enough. What do you mean? I'm filled to the rim. Hey, Joy. Yeah. No, like friends that get around me and you always like want to try to tell me about how horrible I am or what you wouldn't have did. I wouldn't give a damn. We don't have that. My heart don't beat when yours do. I wouldn't be doing that until people start doing it to you, and now it's, oh, look what. Get out. Leave me alone. No, say it hasn't happened to you. That's what I need you to say. Say it hasn't happened to you. Don't say I wouldn't. Say that's never happened to me before. Because most times, if it start happening, then they start talking about it. So why you say you wouldn't never, and it was just because you ain't never experienced it. Let's say it what it is. I never let nobody buy nothing for me. No, just say nobody ain't never bought nothing for you. Girl, cause why he offering all that? He must want something. Yeah, me. I know you don't see me as valuable, but that ain't everybody else's view. I mean, what exactly do you give him? Nothing in frame in what like in the frame of mind that you're thinking about. But some people they don't need that. They got chicks trying to throw that at them all day. So you know what they do respect? Somebody that can pick their brain and they can just sit there and have a regular conversation. Women, if you have a guy friend that you could just talk to or a big cousin that you know you don't have to worry about this person getting touchy feely with you, do you respect them more than a nigga that act like he want to listen to you but he always trying to sit right next to you and all this old stuff? You know the difference, Ellington. Y'all know the difference. You know the difference. If you giving what everybody else get, what makes you different? I don't gotta play no games. I said don't touch me. I don't know you and spirits transfer. What is you talking about? Oh, you one of them weird girls. No, nigga. Don't leave your residue over here, please and thank you. You don't need to sit by me. You can sit over there. Why do you need to be so close to me? That lets me know what you want. You don't need to feel my body heat and I don't know you. Why are you trying to press your chest against my chest? Talking about give me a hug. No, shake my hand. No. I got a firm handshake too. It's nice. You hear me? You got me? Damn, little strong arms right to dot your eye, nigga. Just in case you ever want to get crazy, they fit right in your eye sockets. Do 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 do. You hear me? Just want you to understand. Little horses got power too. You ain't got to be a big horse to have power. You can have a little horse. Listen, dealt with it, yeah. But things like that, people don't see your value, so they don't think that other people are supposed to value you either. You hear me? And I'm it don't even gotta be finances. It could be a person values that you have knowledge that works for their life or parenting tips that work or whatever it is that you get. Oh my God, I really love this person. I love the way they cook. I love this. I love that. And the person will try to steal that joy from you because you see value in another person. Well, guess what? Y'all realize that that's what Lucifer be doing all day. Y'all realize that? God put value down in you, and Lucifer tries to tell you you're not valuable. He tries to make you devalue yourself. In whatever way that he can. Because if the weeds get around the root of the plant, guess what? If there's weeds going all the way around your plant, what's going to happen? it smothers and kills it. Hey, it smothers and kills it. So there'll be things that God be trying to take out of our life. People God be trying to weed out of our life. Because he know they plan to choke out everything he planned to sow into your life. But guess what? Hey, that also goes for y'all too. How many things has your doubt choked out? We talked about other people that put doubt in you, but what about your doubt? We already talked about everybody else. Here we go with this one. What things has your doubt choked out? Right, fear. Tell me. I'm going to let y'all write that down. You let thinking your money going to have to start the business, your skill, your this, your that, whatever, your education. What circumstances have you let choke out what God said he was going to do in your life? That's the plan, Amber. Every day. Purification. All right, name 3 things that you believe that God told you to do, and you allowed yourself to cheat yourself out of it because you didn't believe it could happen. And then God put that opportunity right in your lap. Y'all still here? Everybody all right? I got something for y'all. And And it just came to my mind in the bathroom. So we gonna write it down right here. I got my other notebook out too. And I didn't bring it in here for this. All right. I need y'all to write down 5 things. It's okay. It's okay. If you can, I need you to write down 5 things. Y'all ready? This is a spinoff of something we already did. Thank you. I'm gonna need more notebooks. I told you, go to. Matter of fact, I ain't been there in a minute. I might have to go. I don't need no more. But I'm gonna show y'all. These journals, and I tell all my new people, because you will start ripping the pages out. I'm trying to tell you. But y'all didn't seen them. These journals are really good. They don't, okay, I'm going to show. Ooh, where the other ones? Oh. They're actually sketchbooks. Right? They be like $8 to $10. Sometimes they be on sale. Now, this one don't come with lines, the big one. This one does. Right? This one comes with lines. But y'all can get these and they're hardback so that you don't have to worry about your stuff. They only $8 though. And did you go get some, Joy? And they always be having different ones. But when you write your notes, you can, and it's a lot of space. So for all of these, they have the smaller ones. And they always have different ones. Half Price Bookstore. Half Price Bookstore always has them. They always have different kinds. But that way, your notebooks ain't getting torn up. You can put them on a shelf. No, I just love yours. I forgot where you got them. Yeah, Half Price Bookstore. And Five Below have them too? Okay. Right. Half Price Bookstore, y'all. They don't even be that much. I've been buying them there for years. Right, and you can get a template online and make lines if you need that. Right. You sure can. But this way, your stuff don't tear up. And you can I can gauge about what year they are by which journal it is. So if I put these on my bookshelf, people just think they're regular books. They don't know that they're my journals. Right? If you was to see these on my shelf, you're not thinking this is my journal. Because it don't say nothing about no journal on it. It just look like another book that's on my shelf. Exactly. Got it. Well, we got this though. They got these in pens. They got invisible pens. So what I used to do was write in this. I would write in this, and then I will write just a regular journal entry on top of that. Remember I showed y'all. This is not here for no reason. So I write something about the kids or whatever on top of it. But my secret prayers to God that I knew a person was going to try to use it against me, I wrote it in this. You just gonna have to keep your pen. And this is for the stuff that we talk about here that you might not be ready to share, or your deepest, darkest things. Like, this is here for a reason. What you mean it didn't work good? You got to have a light. The best thing to do is sit in a window when you're using this. So, or under a light that makes it stand out. Yeah, you can do it you can do it outside too. Sit outside on the porch when the sun is out and write, and then let it dry, and then write over it. Okay, I don't know what kind of paper you're using. I don't know. Find what works. I'm just giving out options, Dusty. It worked for me. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying, for people that want to be able to write and get it out so that you can stop carrying it on your chest, it's a very good thing to have. And it's not about hiding nothing from your spouse, but some things you're not ready to share, some things you don't know if it's safe to share, but you don't want to carry it on your heart no more. Those things that plague your mind, and you got to have a way to get it out. You have to. But you know, I got ink wells too, so I'll use my ink wells, and I ain't even used them in a minute. Maybe I'll pull them out and do that. I ain't even wrote with my ink wells. They all up there on the shelf. Y'all know we got the lime greens and all of the different colors of the liquid ink wells. We got all those too. Those are pretty cool to go with our glass pens we use. Oh, don't do that. Okay, we're going to have to find a space for you where you won't fall, because that can't work. You might have to go over here. You know, in a place where we're not going to move you much, because I don't want that to break or anything. Oh, we got a lot of different glass pens where you can use your ink wells to dip. They way up there too. But we got colored ink wells and things like that. So if you want to, you know, do some fancy writing in your journals, you can. There's some pretty ones back here. Y'all bought me some real nice ones too. Some wood ones and whatnot. Yeah. Yep. So with that, let's do this last one. Y'all ready? I started coming to work early so I can sit in my car, listen to gospel music, read my devotionals, and journal before I clock in. Ooh, it changed your whole day. That changed your whole day. Don't it? It changed your whole day. You good, Punky? You know, anytime I give a suggestion, Dusty, I'm just saying, everybody's situation ain't the same, so I just be throwing stuff out there. You know what I mean? I got you. We do about the same thing. I just know that some people be wanting to journal, but they can't journal freely, so I can only show you what I use. That's what I be saying. I know there's always a ton of other options, but I just be showing people what I use because that's what I have. So, you know how we do around here. Anyway, let's get through this. Okay. All right, here we go. It says, other seed fell among thorns, which grew up and choked the plant, so they did not bear grain. Still other seed fell on good soil. Here we go. It came up and grew and produced a crop, some multiplying 30, some multiplying 60, and some 100 times. Now, then Jesus said, whoever has ears to hear, let him hear. When he was alone, the 12 and the others around him asked him about the parables. And he told them, the secret of the kingdom of the kingdom of God has been given to you. But to those on the outside, everything is said in parables, so that they may be ever seeing, but never perceiving. What does it mean to see, and what does it mean to perceive? What's the definition of see, S-E-E, and what's the definition of perceive? To see as in notice, to make note of, through the use of one's eye. To see, perceive with eyes. Okay. Being or continuing a course of action. To discern visually. Interesting. To receive with your eyes. And interpretation. To look as if to understand. Okay. To attain awareness or understanding of. Okay. Here we go. How many of you prior to coming to WOIU just saw the Bible? To interpret or look on in a particular way. To be aware or conscious of something. When you read it, you just saw it. Okay. Now, do you think you can perceive it? Ooh, and bragged about how many times I read it. Oh! ET Studio! Was there anybody else that bragged about how many times you saw the Bible? I saw the Bible 17 times. You can't tell me what's not in there. I no longer just read for knowledge, but actually to understand God. Oh, okay. So now do you feel like when you read it, you understand it? You understand the interpretation of it now? Never read the Bible before coming here. I used to read for hours and thought I was doing something. Uh-oh. And missed the whole lesson every time. Never understood the Bible until now. And now you read it like you've been reading it your whole life. Now you cry when you read it. Your heart start beating fast. It hit home, don't it? Learning about Adam and Eve and all that they went through and where a lot of that stuff come from yesterday didn't bust your head open to the white meat. Understanding that Lucifer's whole goal is to make sure that no more humans are born. Did it not bust your head to the white meat? Now, in Genesis, it says there was going to be enmity between you and his seed. You read the Bible, don't you? Come on. So he said the same thing, but when you can go in depth, now you're aware of what's in front of you. Right? You're aware of the richness and the value of what has been in front of you the whole time. Because you can understand now, you can perceive, you know what's going on. And ever hearing, but never understanding. How many times you been to church? How many times you listen to somebody online preach a word and you absolutely had no idea of how to apply anything they said to your life? Did it stop you from sinning? Or did it just make you feel guilty for a minute, but then you went on and you said, "Oh God, forgive me"? But now that you understand, you're not just hearing me talk, and no. Did you get that? Go look that word up. Now you understand how the word applies to your life. Now you understand why you have to deal with your past so it don't transfer to your children. Now you understand the scripture, the sins of the father is going to attach to this kid. Now you understand why God said don't let certain things go and cut it down quickly, because if you don't, always, because I used to be going to church and still dealing with the women, but since WL, you don't understand the real. Listen. He said, pastors talk. I've been crying since 2022. Listen here. You understand Second Baruch? You understand Ezra? You understand when death came, and even though Abraham didn't want to go, you understood what went on with that. You understood. Now you understand the sibling rivalry and the jealousy from reading the brothers of Joseph, and you understand how them spirits start to multiply. If you let one in, it come with this one, and before you know it, this one and this one and this one. So you're learning character as well. When you used to read about Joseph with the coat of many colors, did it hit like it do when you read his 11 brother stories? It make you stop hanging around certain people because you realize they're envious and jealous of you, or they have these ill-fated thoughts towards you, or whatever it is. But when you went and you read, it's more personal now. Come on. Now when you go read it, you only knew he had a nice coat and they was mad because he had it. You didn't know they did all that. I mean, they told you they sold him into slavery and whatever. But when they go into their stories about what they did and how they felt about him and what they had plotted against him, it make it more real to you when you done been in a situation where you love a person or they a family member or whatever, and it seems like no matter how much you love on them and you kind to them, they trying to tear you down and get rid of you. But it make you not be so hurt no more. Like, what's wrong with me that you would want to do that to me? You realize it ain't you. That part. You said now we getting the knowledge and understanding, and I'm 60 years old. Come on, it's okay. It ain't never too late to learn. Hey, and it ain't never too late to learn. Upon the passing of my kid's father, I had a woman tell me she used to envy me, but no more. Interesting. Made me more compassionate and humble. Okay. 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 It says, otherwise they might turn and be forgiven. How many of y'all walk around with the same amount of weight of unforgiveness and all of that on y'all shoulders right now? How many of y'all that dirty feeling of whatever sins from your past you felt like you was carrying, how many of those have been lifted? How many of y'all went back and forgave people for what they did for you, and then you know that God had forgave you? How many? Yes, this just happened to me this morning, facing the reality of your place in people's lives. I just thank God for opening my eyes. Come on. You hear me? I'm finally learning to let go and stop being vengeful, grudge holding on, and hateful. I put those people in my prayer list that really show growth. It does. God said it's easy to love those that love you, but can you love and pray for those people that have tried to rip your whole throat out? Do you feel like now that you can understand and now that you can actually see what is in front of you, now you know what to ask God to forgive you for? Because maybe before you came here, you didn't think you was that bad of a person. So many things have been lifted off my shoulders, and I'm still working on some things. You've realized you was way far away from that heavenly gate that you thought, right? You realized you was going to be getting to walk through and not to walk in. You was about to be one of the people that was going to be walking past the paradise, looking at like, is they eating pizza? Oh, man, what kind of fruit is that? I ain't never seen a fruit like that. Well, oh, no, that's not for you. You're going down here, ma'am or sir. Because you got to walk past it. The walk through and not the walk in. You's going to be window shopping at paradise. And you thought you was about to be walking in a party like, party over here. And he said, no, not for you. Down the hall. Sorry, I don't even know how you got to peek your head in there. Listen. Because, baby, if the church, let the church tell it, I was on my way to heaven. I didn't ask God about that. Hallelujah! I said, if the church had anything to do with it, I was on my way to heaven. Because I sat in a pew and beat my tambourine every Sunday, and I gave them all my money. I showed up. I knew the hand waves to do. You hear me? Yes, let the church say amen. You hear me? Let my pastor tell it. God was okay with me. God kept saying, he lying. No, I'm not. I don't know who told him that, but I didn't. Just because you show up in the temple don't mean you showing up in the body. Just because your attendance is taken in the temple don't mean you are part of the body. The devil shows up in the temple. He be there before y'all get there. Just because you show up on roll call don't mean that your ticket is laid in heaven. There is a work to do. Sister, you all right? God understands. No, she a hoe, and you need to talk to her about it. He a thief, and you need to talk to him about it. He and she got a filthy mind. He go home and be her wife, his wife. She go home and be her husband. Which is teaching them children something. The kids live in a crazy house. But because they look good, honey, and they can fake shout, honey, and they can hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. They do all that. Y'all think they okay. Hop up out their chair when the music gets to going. They trying to shake them devils off. They ain't coming out that way. Hallelujah! With the church face. That might be the stench of your sin in God's nostrils he letting you smell, not the person next to you that breath stink. Hello? 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 They didn't poop. That whiff of something you keep getting is how your nasty sins smell in God's nostrils. He lets you get a whiff of it. You thought it was their breath or their butt. It wasn't. It's you. You think he won't keep smelling that? You said hollered. I'm trying to tell you. No, they don't need a breath mint, and they don't need to go to the bathroom. You need to get out of your sin. Spoiled milk or rotten eggs, whichever you like. A lactose intolerant fart, whatever it is. Do you want that in your nose? Huh? Think about when your baby start eating real food, or your husband that had a night out of drinking. You know how you be angry when you walk into the bathroom and you get a whiff of it and you be like, why you didn't spray something or light a match? Did you think about I was going to have to smell this while you just left this lingering in here? Do you realize that the stench of the sin that you call yourself trying to hide? Do you hear me? You know God can smell it. Remember we talked about the residue yesterday? Y'all remember? How the familiar spirits know how to find you? You remember? How the predators always know that you're the prey? How the whoremongers already know you gonna throw that thing back? How the whores already know you a trick? How the dealers already know you a lick? What they say in the movies, how you know, and in real life. When you smell rotten eggs, you know it's a what? When you smell sulfur, it's a what? So if you can smell them, you don't think they can smell they stench on you? Thank you. They brother planted the you know, like the scratching sieve. They put that on your spirit when you was a kid. Your trauma that wouldn't allow you to heal is a scratch and sniff sticker. You can smell it from far away if you want, but if you scratch it, ooh, you touch it, baby, you can smell it real, real good. You hear me? Hey, you understand? Every time you leave that sticker, them demons can smell what you've been through, baby. Abuse, trauma. If you bitter, if you hateful, if you have low self-esteem, you got scratches, snickers all over your body. When you gonna peel them off so they can't smell the residue on you? Why you leaving it just in case if somebody come back, they can remember your smell? It's a certain spot in the hallway at work. I always smell eggs. Girl, put that oil on your feet or on your hands. You know what to do to get rid of it. You hear me? The book Pigs in the Parlor is good. Pigs in the Parlor. Look for that book. You hear me? How you think they know where to find you? Is this why you keep running into the same kind of friends, the same kind of jobs, the same kind of managers, the same kind of bosses, the same kind of... Every job I go to, it's always a boss that think they gotta. Could it be that your sticker says I have a problem with authority? Could that be the scratch and sniff sticker on you? As to why every job that you go to, the narcissistic boss finds you? Because God is trying to work out your problem with authority? I think it's some people that just be, they don't have nothing else better to do, and the only way for them to get attention is to say stupid stuff. I don't know you. But if you want me to say, I don't know you, so I can come over your house, how about I just don't talk to you at all? Because you weird. Can I come over? Nigga, I don't know you. They just be weird. You just a distraction. What you gonna be in a relationship? If I'm trying to teach, that mean if I'm on the phone trying to tell somebody something, you'll do like my ex-husband and come in talking out loud and be trying to slam doors so somebody know you in the room. It's just weird. Ain't got nothing better to do. You said, Dad, please change my sticker so I smell like you. Interesting. Interesting. Uh, Dee 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 dee. What you won't do for love? You tried everything. Mmm. Are y'all ready? I'm gonna go to the bathroom first. Man, that's crazy. I used to get that where I knew I could smell my inside, but I didn't think. Listen, it's a real thing. So write down the things you think you do. I used to ask if this stuff written on my forehead. It was. It's a sticker. A sticker. But we get ready to read something. Just a minute. Give me a second. Coffee? No. You're gonna need the message version of the Bible on Bible Gateway. So it's the MSG version of the Bible. Y'all, I keep. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. Okay, before we go on, because I'm about to get off here when we make it in about 15-20 minutes. All right, here we go. I need y'all to write this down. So y'all know how we have seed? What is seed? What is seed at WOIU? What does that mean? Mm-mm. Self-evaluation, empowering development. Okay, so we're going to add to seed today. And you let me know if you think that these are... Now, one of them sounds really funny, but it is what it is. Okay? You ready? And we just changing the first letter of these. When I was on the toilet earlier, when I went to the bathroom, this came to me. So we have seed, which is self-evaluation, empowering development, right? Now we got meed, MEED. MEED. Marriage evaluation, empowering the development of your marriage, the development of your new relationship with your spouse. So instead of seed, everything is the same, but you put marriage in front of it for M. Evaluating your marriage so that you can empower and develop a stronger relationship with your spouse. Y'all got me? We got another one. Y'all ready? Feed. FEED. Faith evaluation, empowering development. You need to evaluate your faith. So we got MEED, marriage evaluation, empowering development. We got FEED, faith evaluation, empowering development. It's funny because need also is an earned reward or wage, fitting return or recompense. Come on. Come on. So we got MEED, feed, seed. And for you entrepreneurs, we got BEAD, business evaluation, empowering the development of whatever it is that you plan to grow. So we got seed, BEAD, MEED, feed, and the last one is PEED. PEED. What y'all think that P stand for? Parents. Parents. Parenting. You need to do a parenting evaluation so you can empower and improve. Well, that ain't improve because that's an I. But you need to do that as well. So self-evaluation, marriage evaluation, faith evaluation, business evaluation. You might want to do that idea, but God might have something else for you. And you keep trying to get funding, but God keeps telling you to do something else. He said, it ain't that I'm not going to fund your business. I'm just not going to fund that one. It's not that you're not a good parent, but you need to evaluate how you're parenting. Is it working or are you just doing what you know? What tools have you used to evaluate your marriage? Have you taken your love language test? Have you tried journaling? Have you tried fasting and praying? And not for just what you want, but for God to develop that person into who He needs them to be. MEED can also go for mind evaluation. Or TEED, thought evaluation, TEED. You need to do a thought evaluation. How has your thinking affected your life? Thought evaluation, marriage evaluation, parenting evaluation. You hear me? Mental evaluation. Yep. But God says the renewing of our minds, so that's why I use that. Because when you start to evaluate things in your life and see if they are a hindrance or a help, your stress level comes down because you start to weed out things that are choking out what it is that you're trying to do in your life. But this is the thing. You can continue to tell your mind to be silent, but if you don't put nothing else in it, you don't have nothing else to think about. What else you putting in there? You can tell your mind, don't think about this, don't think about this, don't think about that. But if you don't put nothing else in there, what is it gonna think about? If you only always putting the same thing in there, then well, you're gonna get the same thing. The Bible, what they say, not the Bible, but doing the same thing and thinking you're gonna get a different result is. So when you start to read these stories that we read and start to think, my thinking has messed my life up so much. Shaking my head, gotta work on these thoughts. So then yours is definitely T then, right? What's crazy, Tadara? The scriptural reference to this is count up the cost. You need to think about everything that you're doing before you do it. You hear me? It's a real thing, y'all. Doing the same thing and expecting a different result. I'm trying to tell you. You're going to keep putting the same mess in your mind and thinking you're going to change. Thoughts become actions and actions become habit. Come on. Now, I need y'all to go to the message version of the Bible, and then I'm getting off here in about 18 minutes. We're going to read through this kind of quickly. I'm going to say put your armor on. We just went over that in the Bible study the other morning. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And I wasn't even there, was I? God will give them to you. I don't have all the answers, Pumpkin. You're welcome. Y'all ready? You know he be confirming stuff, Riku. Uh-oh. Y'all ready? Put your armor on, right? You know what? I need you to read it in the message version of the Bible, the MSG. Are you ready? So to go to the message version first before I tell you this. This is the version of the Bible where God was calling people. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Y'all at the message version of the Bible? Y'all ready? These clothes can't wait because it's been so many confirmations today. I'm ready. Uh-oh. Okay, here we go. I need you to go to Isaiah 65. Isaiah 65 in the Message Bible. Y'all ready? Here we go. I've made myself available to those who haven't bothered to ask. Shed some light on this situation. I got to watch y'all. Hey, Dad. Okay, so you said what now? You said you made yourself available to those who haven't bothered to ask, but then they go around talking about you like you ain't an amazing God to them. They go around talking about how horrible their life is, making you look like a horrible dad. making people think you not real, like you ain't came through for them a million times, and the one or two, three times he don't give your trifling tale what you want to act like he wasn't available for you. I would be angry too, Dad. You said, what now? He said, I'm here and ready to be found by those who haven't bothered to look for me. I know you upset. I'm not gonna. Okay, I'm gonna just put you on speaker. Okay, I'm gonna just repeat what you said. Okay, I'm gonna put you down here. Okay, don't worry about it. Hello. I'm here, ready to be found. You ain't been looking for me. I've been right here the whole time. How you looking for me and I'm right here? I kept saying I'm here. I'm right here to a nation that ignored me. To a people that ignored me. He said, why are you lying that you asked me for something because you didn't? Why you said you've been looking for me but you wasn't? And I've been right here and you lying and acting like I ain't been. Because you've been ignoring me. I told you not to go over there. I told you don't answer the phone and tell that man to come or your leg was going to be messed up. Well, I didn't tell your leg was going to be messed up, but I told you. But you didn't listen. You ignored what I said. How many times have you ignored God? And he was right there. He gave you a way out. You didn't take it. And then you was like, God, why you didn't stop me? He said you ignored everything I said to you. I'll let your tire go flat. I'll let you not have enough gas. I'll let you fall asleep. I'll let you not make it to the interview. And now that you feel trapped, you want to talk crazy. Like I wasn't there trying to tell you don't do it. Raise your hand if this has been you. First of all, you act like he ain't there because he's saying something you don't want to hear. You do the same thing your toddler do to you when you say they can't have something, and you put your hand over his mouth and say, no, don't say that. Don't say that. Or, la, I can't hear you. Okay. He said, I reached out day after day to a people who turned their backs on me. God kept giving you a feeling that that person was going to do you wrong. He kept telling you they was lying to you. He kept telling you they was cheating on you. He kept telling you they was stealing from you. He kept telling you they wasn't your best friend. He kept telling you they was jealous. He kept telling you they was covetous. He kept telling you they was going to ruin your life. He kept telling you they was going to hurt your child. And you ignored him. Every day he put that thought in your mind. Every day he put that feeling in your stomach. Every day. And you said, I don't know. I don't know what to do. God ain't said nothing to me yet. People who make wrong turns, who insist on doing things their own way. I'm going to do what I want to do. I don't care. I like it. I'm about to do it. Who going to say something? Who going to check me? God gave you that family. A school shooting with casualties not in my school district. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. We definitely will be praying for the families. Jesus. We definitely will be praying for the families. You hear me? You hear me? Y'all, was the school shooting in Georgia. Pray for the parents, and it was casualties. You hear me? How many times has God beat up on your head told you not to do something, okay? Let your kids tell you about a person. How many different times have you turned a deaf ear to a God that has been waiting? How many times did you go looking for love in the club, at your homegirl house, wherever? Only to find out that they didn't love you. Do you want somebody to keep calling? You in love with a person, and they keep calling you and talking to you about these new people that they meeting. How would that make you feel? You done paid this person's rent, made sure they were straight. When they was homeless, you let them come stay. Showed them all the love that you can. And every time they call you, they talking about somebody else that's about to You said too many times I kept going back till he had a baby on me. Okay. Do y'all realize this is how we do God with everything that we put in front of him? Every time you find a new boo, every time you get a new job, every time you get a new friend, every time you get a new hobby, and you stop praying, you stop fasting, you stop giving God his time, you're literally telling him, I love this thing more than I love you. I already know you. I already had you. I'm looking for something else. I know you gonna be here. I'm trying something new. Huh? Cause you can't say he ain't always been there. Cause as soon as that thing slaps you in your face, who do you crawl back to? Oh, dependable. God, I'm sorry. God, I know I shouldn't have put this job in front of you. God, I know I shouldn't have put this relationship in front of you. God, you told me not to get this car. God, you told me not to buy this house. Now I'm about to lose it. God, I need you to help me. And he was like, I told you not to get it. But you ignored me. You act like I wasn't here telling you what to do every step of the way, but it wasn't what you wanted to hear because you wanted it right now. Hello? You said yes, throat chop. Okay, these are my words. Dad, you still on speaker? Good job, because I just want y'all to know. Okay, am I doing it right? Okay, good. All right. They get on my nerves and are rude to my face day after day. Dad, you said they get on your nerves? Oh my God. They get on your nerves. Did y'all know that Dad had nerves? You said she ignored you every day. Then wanted to sit up, thought you was about to sit up and listen to her cry about that nigga you told her not to get with. You said he cheated on his wife and now he begging you to listen about how he ain't gonna do it no more. He done got on your nerves. Did you put the phone down? They was crying real loud, screaming through the phone. And you did like this. Hello? I'm sorry, it's not funny, but they get on my nerves too. And then they try to say that I'm not like you. I am so much like they be on my nerves. Because they don't want to listen. And be acting like I don't be here every day trying to tell. I know. I am your daughter. Okay, I'm going to put you back on speaker. I just want to see. Okay. Who know? Yeah, I told you he is. Y'all didn't know y'all get on God's nerves. Y'all didn't know that when we don't listen to him, he be irritated. Did you know? And what you do with people that irritate you, don't you get away from them and get to... You want to be around somebody that just constantly ignoring what you say and keep doing whatever they want to do and then want to try to talk to you? He got feelings too. We got our feelings from us. I bet you never knew that you got on God's nerves. So what now you doing? He said they get on my nerves. And you rude. What's the definition of rude? He said y'all rude to his face. Now I know I be so offended when I be talking and people try to get in my life. Remember I said you just gonna be rude to my face. You see me here talking. I am more like my dad than I thought. What's the definition of rude? Tell me. The spirit of entitlement. Interesting. Offensively, impolite, or ill-mannered, talking out of turn. So you impolite and ill-mannered, you ain't got no home training. You just gonna do whatever you want to do in God's face every day. Remember I said sometimes when you go and you go into intercession, maybe don't talk, maybe let him talk to you. You always talking about what you want. You always talk, but do you let him tell you what he needs from you? He can't never get a turn in. And then you say he ain't said nothing. You didn't let him. Did you just take your Bible and turn on your music and let him minister to you and tell you where to go read so that you could understand what he wanted to say? Or did you just get in there and talk about what's wrong and what you want him to bring you and what you want him to fix? Moving on. Make up their own kitchen religion and potluck religious stew. Y'all make up your own kitchen religion and potluck religious stew. You just put whatever you want together. Somebody did that the other day, and I just was like, you better not be teaching people that in my mind, but now they don't want to have Bible study. I said, that's not the truth. And you don't need to lie and say that. You just came up with that yourself? Where? Like when they say you're not supposed to drink. It don't say drink, it say get drunk. The Nazarites were the only people that weren't supposed to drink. Are you a Nazarite? A Nazarene? The vow, and you have to begin taking it. Okay. Here we go. They spend the night in tombs to get messages from the dead ancestors. You go get the dirt, go get the liquor from the cemetery and all of that, and then you wait on dead people to tell you something. Divination. Eat forbidden foods and drink a witch's brew of potions and charms. They say, keep your distance. Don't touch me. I'm holier than thou. Holier than thou? With your made up kitchen religion. You holier than thou. Okay. These people gag me. You make God vomit in his throat. Funny, because when people come in here and they rude or do certain stuff, I'll be like, you're horrible. Who knows that make it? He could taste the throw up in his mouth. So you thought when somebody do something you don't like and you gag and trying to be funny, you get that from your dad. Hello. Oh, okay. I can't stand their stench. What is the definition of stench? What is the definition of stench? The smell of something or someone. Helmets available in room 102. Oh, okay. A foul odor. A strong and unpleasant smell. A strong and very unpleasant smell. A foul odor. So God says, I can't stand your strong and unpleasant smell, your foul odor. How's that make you feel to know that you stink in your dad's nostrils? Like you musty. Your breath stink, or you just smell like... I can't say the word, but y'all know it. He be like, mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You don't smell that? You don't smell how you don't smell your own? Mm-mm. 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 Go clean up and then come talk to me. You need to go take a spiritual bath. Please go wash in the river of forgetfulness, because I don't want to remember this smell in my nose. Can I ask you a question? Y'all didn't watch all of the unaliver shows. The police say once you smell decaying flesh, you will never forget that smell. You said stay 3 days in the river. That part. Y'all didn't see that? They say once you smell rotting flesh, you'll never forget it. You want God to never forget. Okay. Sin is death, right? The wages of sin is death. So when you keep sinning, you literally smell like a rotting carcass in God's nose. Y'all ever smell a dead animal? If you ever smelled a dead animal, understand that when you want to continue living in sin and you are okay with that, that is the smell that you are putting in God's nostrils. It's not pleasant. And it'll take over a whole area, so you'll know something is dead around there. And there are vultures and people that only eat on dead things. They want it if it's decaying and So understand, whenever you smell something dead, that is how sin, because God equates sin to death. So you're dying spiritually, and He can smell it. It's like animals can smell cancer. They can smell sickness. Demons can smell sickness. Demons can smell your sin. They're attracted to that horrible stench. It's like animals that are attracted, like possums and stuff. They're attracted to the trash, the stuff that's molding, and they'll get down in there and dig in there, and it smell. It can be maggots in there. They don't care. They jumping in. Raccoons and the like. So understand, when you continue and you say, I'm going to keep on sinning, I don't care, God done told me I don't care, that's what you smell like in His nostrils. Death. A decaying animal. And the spirits can smell it from far away because it's in the air. So they know where to come to because they can smell, they just follow the scent of the rotting flesh, spiritually and naturally. All right, we about to be done. Look at this. Their sins are all written out. I have the list before me. Day 122 in a relationship that I told you not to get into. And then you encourage your friends and sisters to get into those kind of relationships too. You encourage your homeboy to cheat on his wife. Day 227. You lied to your child. You lied to your mama. You thought I didn't see you take that thing from Walmart. Day 364. He said, I got a list of everything that you did that stinks. Writing it down. Here it is right here. He said, I have the list before me. I am not putting up with this any longer. I'll pay them the wages they have coming for their sins, and for the sins of their parents lumped in a bonus. What did we talk about yesterday? The sins of a father, the sins of a mother. Remember I told you a lot of parents push their kids away because the stuff that they sins, they done popped up and it's their whole kid. So if you don't cut out the sin in your life, it's going to affect your children, plus they have to deal with theirs. Interesting. So now you got your kids stinking in God's nostrils too. Could this be why we are losing our babies so young? Because anything that stinks, you're going to get it away from you. You're going to take it out of your presence. You just going to leave the trash in there. It's got maggots falling over into, you going to leave it? Or you going to get it out your house? Okay. And for the sins of their parents left in a bonus, God says so. Because they practice their blasphemous worship, mocking me at their hillside shrines. I'll let loose the consequences and pay them in full for their actions. He said, I'm just running that check up. I'm letting you get everything on credit. But when the bill come due, you owe me. And I'm paying you for everything that you racked up. Yesterday, God showed me my son gets one of his bad habits from me. Oh, girl, I be telling my kids, you got that from your mama. You need to listen. They don't be caring nothing about it. I don't care. I tell my kids, ooh, yeah, you got that from me. You probably not going to want to do that. That's not going to be a good idea for you. That's going to end you up in a place where you don't want to be, I promise. You probably don't want to do that no more. If everybody all right over there? Did this hit a little bit different when you read it in the message version of it? So when people just be like, oh, God know, he know my heart, and you getting on his damn nerves. He don't like the way you smell. He don't like the way you act. He don't like the way you parent. He don't like it. You can try to say because your pastor like it don't mean he do. I'm gonna let y'all go. I figure I done beat up on y'all enough on today. I got some errands to run, so I'm gonna go try to find me some smoked salmon so I can make that cucumber salad. I'm about to go. I love y'all, and I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you. You said I gotta recover. Okay, well, I figured I won't leave y'all in surgery too long. You got to take a break. Surgeon need to go get some food. Mm-hmm. Yep. I love y'all. I guess I'll be journaling again today. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Get it out. You too, Pumpkin. I just walked in and got chopped in the throat. Whoa, auntie. Uh-oh. Well, you know it's on the rewatch if you missed the first part of it. You said you had me spending $40 on markers last night. You gonna put them to good use, though. All your pens, your paper, everything. You gonna put it all to good use. I promise. I need recovery time. That part, you said I'm nauseous. I don't feel so good. Everybody going to the nurse's office? Okay, here. Here go y'all passes to the nurse's office. Here's yours. There's y'all. Here, break that one and give that one to her. Take this. Give that one to them two people behind you. Here. Everybody need, y'all need some nurse's office thing. Just line up on the wall. Everybody sit down with your hands in your lap and she'll get to you when she can. You said you coming back next week. Okay. No, there's no lollipops, just the Band-Aid. Because you might get the acting up again. So maybe at the end of the week, we'll see how you do, and then we'll see if you can get one then. Yep, no lollipops. Sorry. We got bandages that are pretty colors. You can pick one of those. The replay is right now. As soon as I turn it off, it's on there. I'm about to take it out on this laundry. You about to be popping them sheets and everything. She said, I'm about to take it out on this. Ain't nobody got time for this stupid stuff. I thought I was at a different place where I was at. I don't know what is happening in this life of mine. I'm so sick and tired of doing this kind of stuff. Put this in the closet. She said, I'm about to take it out on the laundry. Listen. Listen here. Folding blankets and stuff all hard. I'm sick of this mess. You know what? I'm gonna do right because I'm tired of this. I ain't got. I'm just gonna. You know what? Don't throw your back out, girl. Don't throw your back out. You be careful now. I know how it go, boy. Get to sweeping the floor all hard and stuff. You ain't even gonna use your vacuum today. Listen, you said good idea. I'm doing that. I will do it. Listen, it's a good way to take your attention out. I'm trying to tell you. Sweep the floor with the broom. That'll get a lot of the wind out you. It'll get a lot of the wind out you. Listen. Be so tired of wondering why I'm trying to tell you. Listen, I'm trying to tell she's about to take it out of this laundry. Good job. Talk to her dad about it. Listen. Put on those songs. Yeah, I'm about to go though. I love y'all. We've been on here 200 minutes almost. Whew. See y'all later. I love y'all. Love you too, Miss Ida. I love y'all. See y'all later.